Hi guys, my name is Clayton and I'm going to be leading you through a 60-minute Vinyasa flow here. I'm going to try to keep it pretty medium in terms of difficulty, and we'll get started right on your mats. Just in a nice comfortable cross-legged position. If you want, you can bring a block underneath your hips to sort of give you a little bit of elevation here, or even a pillow or anything else if you're doing this at home. And then from here, we'll just start to settle into your breath. Breath is a super important part of yoga. It's what makes the practice what it is. Otherwise, it's just the same as any other form of exercise. The breath is what brings you into this and helps you settle into your space here before you begin your practice. For your next couple breaths, maybe bringing your inhale to let you sit a little bit taller. Your exhale to relax your shoulders down your back a little bit further. A couple more deep breaths like that. And I like to use this time here as you're settling in with your breath to sort of set an intention. Maybe you have one that you're working with right now. Or maybe you're at an impressionable state in your yoga career here or in just your week. And you want to be inspired by my intention and with what I'm working with today. Is this idea of gratitude and using this practice in this space to find a little bit of presence and gratitude for all that your body can do for you. And maybe today looks different than it did yesterday, looks different than it does tomorrow. But wherever you're coming from here, come to your mat with a little bit of gratitude for what you can do for yourself with your own strength. And we'll practice with that today, and hopefully that takes us off of our mats as well throughout the rest of your week. Maybe just through the rest of your day. And continue to breathe like that, letting this intention settle in. We'll start to move to some intentional breath here, some breath work, the pranayama in this practice of yoga. Prana refers to breath, but also that your breath is your life. So it gives you some time to practice this, to really come into that breath and focus on it. We're going to breathe with our breath of fire, ujjayi breath. What this means is that it cultivates heat in your body. So in my room here, it's not heated per se. Maybe you have an ability to heat your space. But it's important to cultivate heat in your body at the beginning of practice, throughout practice. And if at any point you want to release heat, you can come back to that normal breath. But for right now, we'll practice this ujjayi breath. We'll inhale through our nose together here. Hold at the top for just a moment. And like you're trying to constrict the back of your throat, we'll exhale through your nose. Almost trying to really make that exhale have an ocean wave sound, some sort of sound to it. Try it again like that 2 more times. Inhale through your nose. Hold at the top. And exhale through your nose. Once more, just like that, in through your nose. Hold at the top. And exhale through your nose. We'll let go of that breathing out. At any point, you can come back to it. Take your normal breath. We'll inhale our arms overhead. Exhale your right arm down, your left arm over here. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale your left arm down, right arm over. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale your right arm down, left arm over. 2 more times, just like this. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend and stretch towards that left wall. Inhale back to center. Exhale your left arm down, right arm over. Inhale back through center. Once more towards that left wall. Inhale back through center. Exhale to your right wall. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, take a twist this time. Bringing that right hand to your left knee. Inhale as you sit a little taller. Exhale as you twist a tiny bit deeper. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale, take that twist towards the right. Inhale as you sit a little taller, your left hand's on your right knee. Exhale as you twist a tiny bit deeper. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, this time we'll fold forward. Bring your hands to the ground. Taking this cross-legged forward fold here. Maybe walk your fingertips out towards the left side. You walk your fingertips over towards the right. We'll come back through center here. Inhale to walk your hands all the way up. Bring your arms out towards the side and just take a couple neck circles. So really walk them out wide. Bring your chin down to your chest. Bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. Come back through center. Bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Come back through center, back towards that side. Back through center again, towards the other side. Once more, just like this, coming back through center. Taking it towards your left side. Back through center here. Towards your right side. We'll come back through center. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale as you drop them down to your side. Take a couple seated cat-cows here. Inhale to send your arms back behind you, trying to shine your chest forward, maybe gaze upwards. Trying to really arch your spine. Exhale as you round, taking a nice hug. Really rounding your back here, trying to bring your chin to your chest. Inhale as you open nice and wide. Exhale as you round and curl your spine. Inhale to open wide. Exhale, round and curl. A couple more times like this, trying to take opposite elbow on top each time. Fear the music is too loud, I'm going to turn it down a notch. We'll end in that rounded posture here. Taking a nice tight squeeze, rocking side to side. And we'll let this go. We'll bring both feet out forward in front of us. Throughout today's class, we'll be using our core to help balance us in different postures. So I like to sometimes start with a little bit of core activation. Option one is just to lean back here. Try to keep your chest open like we did in that seated cat. That seated cow pose. I'm confused sometimes. Sitting back here, this is option one. Option two is to lift your feet off the ground. Still keeping that core nice and engaged, opening up towards the ceiling. Option three is to straighten out your feet here. Take this towards the side. We have option one of your feet on the ground. Option two of your feet lifted. Option three to straighten. From any of these options, you can make it harder by trying to bring your arms back behind you. We'll inhale here. Exhale to that low plank. That low boat. Inhale to your high boat pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale as you lift. Exhale to lower. Three more just like this. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Last two, inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Last one here, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower and hold here, fluttering out your feet just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll come all the way down, taking a long body stretch here. Inhale your arms overhead. And then we'll bring your arms by your side. Just take some hip rocks side to side. Inhale to send your arms long once more. Exhale, your knees come towards heart center. Taking a couple rocks and rolls left and right. Inhale, we'll send it long. Coming that low boat pose shape again. Exhale, bring your knees back to center. Just a couple more like this. Inhale, send it long, nice and slow with your breath. Exhale, your knees back to center. Inhale as you send it long. Exhale, knees to heart center. Inhale, extend. 2 more like this. Exhale, knees to center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knees to center and hold here. Let your neck down for a second. We have one more sort of gentle core warm-up we're going to do here. We're going to plant your knees, place your knees sort of right on top of your hips, and your feet towards the front. Trying to keep 90-90 here. We'll take your hands up towards the ceiling here, really engaging your core. Your shoulders start to roll off the ground. We're going to find this bird dog on our backs here. We'll inhale to send your left leg long, your right arm long. Exhale as you come back to your center. Inhale, send right leg, left arm. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to center. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, back to center. One more on each side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, extend both long. Last little core movement here. Exhale, come back to center. Take your hands behind your knees. Rock up and down the length of your mats. Until you have enough momentum to come over your feet into a tabletop posture. Setting up for our cat-cows here. We'll place your hands right under your shoulders. Your hips right over your knees. Nice flat back to begin with here. Then we'll take our cat-cows here. We'll inhale to shine your chest forward, dropping your stomach towards the ground. As you bring your gaze towards the ceiling and open up your shoulders here. It's your cow posture. Exhale as we press the ground away, bring your chin to your chest, creating space between your shoulder blades as you really try to arch your back. Inhale, come back through that cow pose. Exhale, back to cat. Trying to keep your shoulder, wrist, hip, knee alignment here. Each time you do this. Inhale through cat, through cow. Exhale, press back to cat. 2 more just like this. Maybe adding some side-to-side movements if that feels good. And then we'll come back to that neutral tabletop together here. We'll thread the needle. We'll inhale that left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you thread it through, holding here, not coming all the way down yet. Inhale back up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you thread it through. Once more like this. Inhale that left arm towards the ceiling, rolling out your left wrist here. And then we'll exhale to thread it all the way through, coming down onto that left shoulder. Maybe sending your right arm long in front of you. Maybe taking your right hand to reach behind you here. For a little bind. Maybe for an early balance, you send your right foot back. Let it lift off the ground here. And we'll slowly come out of this, bringing that right knee down. Placing your right hand back on the ground. Inhale to reverse this. Bring that left hand back up. Exhale your left hand back next to your right. Take that on the other side. Inhale your right arm high. Exhale as you thread it through. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, thread it through. Once more like this. Inhale your right arm high. Exhale as you thread it through, coming all the way down with that right shoulder. The right side of your head meets the ground. Or walk those left fingertips forward. Maybe finding a bind of your left hand behind your back. Maybe from here you send those left toes back and up behind you, finding an early balance posture. And we'll slowly undo this, bring that left foot back to the ground. Placing that left knee down, placing your left hand back on the ground. Inhale to reverse this. Bring your right arm up. Exhale, your right hand meets your left. Take one round of that cat-cow to reset here. Inhale your chest forward. Exhale, round and curl your spine. Come back to this neutral tabletop here. Just take a couple wrist warm-ups. Maybe flipping one hand. Moving those fingers. Flipping the other hand here, moving those fingers. Maybe take a couple circles gently around your wrists, moving side to side. Maybe shift your weight a little bit further back on your knees and take both palms up here, moving them all the way around. Just to warm up those wrists. We'll start to warm up the back line of our core here, sending your left foot back. Just rock back and forth on those toes, warming up that ankle. Then on an inhale, we'll send this left leg high. Really flexing all the way through your heel here. We'll start to engage all the way through your entire core. We'll inhale to send your right arm along in front of you like you're trying to shake someone's hand. Inhale as you reach a tiny bit further. Exhale, this time bring your knee towards your elbow. Finding that same cat posture in your back. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. 2 more like this. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Last time here, inhale as you extend and hold here. Maybe flexing your left foot, reaching forward with your right hand. If you find contact, maybe you press into your hand with your foot. Trying to find a little early back bend. Breathing here. Then we'll let this go. Bringing that left knee back down. This right hand plants down on the ground. Take a round of our cat-cow to reset, of course. Exhale as you press the ground away. Come back to that tabletop. We'll send this right leg back behind you, rocking back and forth on those right toes. Then on an inhale, we're going to send this right foot high. Start to engage your core, flex all the way through that heel. Lift your foot a tiny bit higher. We'll inhale as we send this left arm long in front of you, reaching here. Exhale as you bring knee towards elbow, crunching in. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. 2 more times, just like this. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend and hold here. Exhale as you bend that right foot, reaching forward with your left hand. Maybe you make contact and create a little back bend shape. And we'll slowly let this go. Bring that left hand down, that right knee back down. 1 last round of our cat-cow. Inhale your chest forward. Exhale as you round and curl your chin towards your chest. Come back to that neutral tabletop. We'll take 1 more strengthening pose before we send our hips back to down dog. We'll tuck our toes here and just float your knees off the ground. Really trying to keep a flat back. Trying to create a little more length towards the front of the room. Inhale here. Exhale, breathe. Holding for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Inhale here. Exhale, press your hips back to your down dog. And this first down dog here, really just trying to find a little bit of movement to lead us into the stillness. So you can pedal out your feet. You can take a nice deep bend in both knees and use that to sort of send your hips more towards the back of the room. And then as you're ready to find stillness, you can start to take a full body scan here, starting at your hands, trying to press all 10 fingertips into the ground to take some of the weight out of your wrists. And then move up your way to your shoulders. Try not to jump into your shoulders, but instead engaging them, rolling them down your back a tiny bit. And moving towards your hips. See if you can take that same movement we were doing in cat-cow and try to tip your pelvis towards the back of the room, almost like you're trying to straighten out your back a little bit further. Then maybe take a deep bend in both knees on your next inhale. You exhale to straighten out your feet. Bring your heels a little bit closer towards the ground. Take 1 more breath. Your best down dog yet. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale this time as you look forward.
Exhale, slowly walk your feet all the way up into your hands. From here, we'll take your ragdoll pose, grabbing opposite elbows, just letting your head hang heavy. This first ragdoll pose, it's way more important to have your upper body fully coming down than it is to try to stretch the backs of your legs. So in this first one, maybe take a deep bend in your knees and find contact between your upper body and the tops of your thighs. Using this to just disengage from your spinal muscles here. Find a little bit of decompression in that upper back. Letting yourself fully be here, breathing here. And then as you're ready, we'll slowly undo that bind. Bring your feet back to touch. Those big toes come to touch, leaving a sliver of space between your heels. We'll slowly inhale as we roll all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Your head is the last to rise as you get to the top here. Take a nice deep breath and let it go. We'll flow through 3 of our sun A's together here. Then we'll add on from there. We'll flow breath to movement here together. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale as you find a tiny back bend, squeezing your glutes to protect that lower back, cactusing out your arms here. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale as you fold all the way down, taking this forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Your hands find your thighs or your shins, wherever your back is nice and flat. Trying to shift a little bit more into your toes to find the 7 shape here. Exhale as you fold, plant your hands, step back to a plank posture. We'll take our chaturanga pose, chaturanga sequence here. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale as you lower down to that low plank. Inhale through an upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your down dog. That's our chaturanga. Whenever I cue that, those are the 4 different little movements we'll move through. If at any point you want to skip that and move to our down dog, just meet here. We'll inhale as we look forward. Exhale as you separate hop your feet towards the top of your mat. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, your hands start at center, find mountain pose. Twice more just like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to that back bend. Inhale back through center. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step or hop your feet back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to low plank. Inhale through upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your down dog. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet to your hands, find forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, find mountain pose. Once more like this. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, find your back bend. Inhale, back through center. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, flow through chaturanga back to your down dog. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet to your hands. Find forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, your hands to heart center, take mountain pose. We'll take a couple breaths here. Settling back into this posture. Maybe grabbing some water if you need. Maybe just taking a couple extra breaths. Maybe you close your eyes and come back to that intention. You've already done the hard part of starting this video, making it to your mat. Moving through the first couple postures. You're fully settled in here. How can you be a little more grateful for how your body moves with you for the rest of this practice? We'll add on to this flow from there. I'm realizing I need a little more space. We'll start with that same posture, same sequence of postures to move back to our down dog, and we'll add on from there. So we'll inhale, arms up. Exhale, take that soft back bend, cactusing out your arms. Maybe hang out here for a second. Maybe take your hands to clasp at your low back to really open up your shoulders. Remembering to breathe, squeeze your glutes to protect your lower back. And inhale is going to bring us back through center. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to your plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to that low plank. Inhale through upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your down dog. From here in down dog, listen for these changes. We'll inhale your right foot high. Exhale as your right foot comes towards this left side. Almost like you're taking a nice little stretch across your right hip. From here, maybe taking a couple circles of your knee. Maybe staying here and rolling out this right ankle. Inhale back to square off your hips towards the mat. Kicking your heel high. Inhale here. Exhale, your right knee comes towards your right elbow, just touching it. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, your right knee comes all the way across. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring your right knee to nose and hold here. Exhale as you step your right foot forward. Come into this low lunge posture here. We'll work on our alignment first by stacking your right knee over your right foot. Trying to shift your hips forward here, and then we'll engage your core. You come off your fingertips, come all the way up into this crescent lunge. Trying to stay nice and low in this right leg, high in your left toes. As you engage your core again here to take that tuck out of your lower back. Sink a little bit lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale as you hinge forward, finding airplane arms. Inhale to crescent. Exhale as you lower down a bit, take a twist towards the right side. Your left hand forward, your right hand back. Inhale as you reverse this twist. Your left hand comes up, maybe your right hand finds your back leg. Exhale, your left hand comes all the way to the ground. Taking this twist towards this right side in this low lunge. Now you can either stay here for a moment and then find your chaturanga, or if you'd like, you can take a side plank towards this right side. Maybe lifting your right foot off your left, holding here for 3, 2, and 1. We'll bring your right hand towards the ground, your right foot to the ground, and take your chaturanga back to your down dog. Take a nice deep breath here. We'll take that on the other side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, your left foot comes open towards the right side. Taking a nice stretch across that right hip, that left hip. Maybe take a couple knee circles here. Maybe you circle out that left ankle. Then we'll inhale to send this left hip back to square towards the ground. Kicking into that left foot. Inhale here. Exhale your left knee towards your left elbow, touching it briefly. Inhale as you send that left foot high. Exhale your left knee across. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to nose. Exhale as you step all the way forward. Setting up your left knee on top of your left ankle here. Getting ready for that crescent lunge as you engage your core here. Coming off your fingertips all the way up into crescent. Bring your arms up high as you sit up a little bit lower into that left leg. Come off of your right toes, high in your right toes. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge forward, finding airplane arms. Inhale, back through crescent. Exhale as you twist towards the left side. Your right hand forward, your left hand back, sinking a little bit lower into that left leg. Inhale as you reverse this twist. Reaching your right arm towards the ceiling. Your left arm maybe finds that back leg. Exhale as you hinge forward. That right hand's going to plant on the ground. Your left hand opens up towards the ceiling. Finding that revolved low lunge. Now either staying here or finding your chaturanga, or maybe you find side plank towards this side. Holding here just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we'll take chaturanga back to your down dog. Inhale here. Exhale to let it go. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale to bring both knees wide towards your mat. Sink back to a child's pose. We'll stay in this child's pose for a couple breaths here. You can either take it as like an active posture and keep your elbows off of the ground as you really press into your hands, press your hips back. Or you can take it passively. Just let your upper body hang heavy. From wherever you are, taking 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, come back through that plank. Sending your hips high to your down dog. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet to your hands. Find forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to rise all the way up here. Exhale your hands to heart center. Find mountain pose. We'll take it once more, almost exactly like that. Same sort of flow. Just moving a little bit faster, breath to movement. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, take that back bend. Inhale back through center. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, flow through chaturanga back to your down dog. Inhale as you send this right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee across. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale as you plant this right leg. Exhale as you settle your hips in here. Inhale as you rise all the way up. Exhale as you hinge forward, airplane arms. Inhale, back through crescent. Exhale, twist towards the right side. Inhale, revolve this twist. Exhale as you hinge forward, planting this left hand, twisting towards the right side. Inhale as you set up for your plank, your side plank. Exhale as you hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, plant both hands forward. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, take a deep breath here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee across. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to nose and hold. Inhale as you step this left foot through. Exhale as you settle your hips here. Inhale, rise all the way up to crescent. Exhale as you hinge forward, airplane arms. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist towards the left side. Inhale as you reverse this twist. Exhale as you hinge forward, planting that right hand down, twisting towards this left side. Exhale as you take your side plank here. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale, take your chaturanga back to down dog. Inhaling through upward facing dog. Exhaling back to down dog. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet to your hands. Find forward fold. We'll set up for a Padangusthasana here, a hand to foot pose to really decompress and catch our breaths here. So maybe you take your first 2 fingers and wrap them around your big toes. Maybe you take a deeper bend in your knees and take the palms of your hands and let them meet the bottoms of your feet. Sometimes it's called your gorilla pose. You can see that. Again, just like that first ragdoll pose that we found, more important to let your upper body hang heavy here. Release any tension you're holding in your shoulders than it is to try to straighten out your feet. So maybe take a full body scan, see where you're holding tension in your shoulders that you can release here. Taking 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. 1 more like this. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. We'll slowly start to release that bind. Coming back to this inhale of a halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale your hands to heart center, find mountain pose. Take 1 more time through that on each side, adding a little balance and posture to it. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale as you take that back bend. Inhale back through center. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, flow through chaturanga back to your down dog. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, your right knee to right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to left elbow and hold here. Option to take your side angle by sending your right leg long. reaching your left arm towards the ceiling. Maybe from here you can find a little bind on that left foot. Then we'll inhale to come back through center, sending your right leg high. Exhale your knee to nose. Inhale as you plant that right foot down, settling your hips here. Inhale, rise all the way up to this crescent lunge. Exhale as you hinge forward, finding airplane arms holding here. Maybe creating a little space so you don't hit your head. We're going to start to shift your weight onto this right leg. Finding your warrior three from here. Your hips are staying squared towards the ground as you lift that left foot a tiny bit further up. Reaching your arms back as your crown of your head comes forward. Hold here. For 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale to rise all the way up. Taking a twist here, bringing that right hand to your left knee. Reaching your left arm back. If it's in your practice, maybe you take a big toe hold here. Send that left leg long. It's not in mine today. Just continue to stand tall, taking that deep twist. We'll bring your upper body back to center, keeping that left knee where it is. Then we'll send the left knee wide, taking your tree pose from here. Standing up nice and tall on that right foot. As your left knee comes in, and you find a spot on the ground to balance you. In this tree pose, trying not to let your hips drop. But standing up out of that left hip, out of that right hip for you. Maybe bring your hands to heart center. Maybe your arms come nice and tall. Letting yourself find a little bit of movement like you're flowing like a tree. We'll come out of it in just a moment by again finding that warrior three. We'll square your hips back off through center. Send that leg back. As gracefully as you can, we'll land down on an inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale as you take that twisted lunge towards the right. Inhale as you reverse this twist. Exhale your left arm down, your right arm up. We'll take that side plank if you have it here. Maybe finding a bind in it. Maybe taking a tree pose in your side plank. Just holding for 3, 2, 1. We'll flow through chaturanga back to your down dog. Take a nice deep breath here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee across. Taking that fallen star from here. Maybe you take that foot hold. Maybe you let that down on the ground and open up. Inhale as you come back through center. Sending that left leg high. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale as you plant that foot down. Exhale as you let your hips settle. Inhale to rise all the way up here in this crescent lunge. Exhale as you hinge forward, starting to shift your weight into this left hip. We'll come into that warrior three. Again, your hips are nice and squared here, not trying to open up towards the wall, but trying to keep them squared towards the ground. Finding a spot on the ground to balance you here. As you continue to lift that right foot high. Send your arms towards the back of the room. Maybe they find heart center, just holding for 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale to stand all the way up on this left leg. We'll take that twist towards the right side, finding a bind of your left hand on your right knee. Or maybe that big toe hold. If it's in your practice today. Standing up nice and tall here. Then we'll come back through center. Finding that tree pose, planting your right foot on the inside of that left leg. Face you guys again here. Again, trying to stand a little bit taller out of your left hip. Not letting yourself cave in there. Maybe bring your hands to heart center. Maybe you close your eyes for a little extra balance. Maybe send your arms long, like a real tree here, letting your arms be the limbs. We'll come out of this again, finding that warrior three. Slowly coming through this movement as you send this right foot back. If your arms come back behind you. We'll land gracefully on an inhale. Sending your arms up to this crescent lunge. Exhale as you take that crescent twist towards the left side. Inhale as you reverse this twist. Exhale, come down to that twisted low lunge. Holding here, maybe taking that side plank, your last one here, finding that bind if you have it. Or maybe taking that tree pose on this side. And we'll come back through center. Take your chaturanga back to your down dog. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale, bring your knees down. Bring your hips to your heels. This time keeping your knees together underneath your body to help lower down your spine. Just sort of decompress here. We have one more quick little flow on each side. Then you're on your backs for the rest of this time here. So maybe come back into that intention. See how you can stay present with it. The last two little flows. As you're ready on an inhale, we'll walk your hands back forward. Tuck your toes and send your hips high to that down dog. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Find your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and we'll stay here. Inhale as you sweep your hands across the mat, finding your chair pose. As your hips stay nice and low here, your core is engaged. Take that tuck out of your lower back. Maybe you inhale to come onto your toes, and exhale to let it sink a little bit lower. Inhale as you shift forward, this time bring your hands to airplane arms. Maybe you straighten out your feet, find this drinking bird. Then we'll exhale to that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, flow through your chaturanga back to your down dog. Inhale from here, send that right leg high. Exhale, this time step it all the way through. Bring that left heel towards the ground. As you inhale to open up all the way to this warrior two. Your warrior two, your right knee's tracking over your right foot. Your hips are squared towards the front, towards the side of your mat, I guess, as they can be. You're gazing over your right fingertips here as you sink a little bit lower. We'll inhale to flip this right palm. Reverse this warrior. Exhale as you find side angle. Take that little flow 2 more times with our breath. Inhale as you reverse your warrior. Exhale to your side angle. Inhale as you reverse. Exhale, side angle. Option to hold here. Maybe try to get a little deeper into this opening. Maybe take that right hand and circle it around your bottom leg. Maybe your left hand reaches it for a bind. We'll start to straighten out that right leg. Coming into this triangle pose from here. Maybe walking your left foot in a bit further. Either gazing down at your right foot or up at your left hand. Then we'll bend into that right leg a little bit to come all the way back up to standing. Squaring off both toes towards the side of your mat. Inhale to the star pose, shaking out your hips here. Exhale as you bring your hands to heart center, sinking down to this horse squat here. Your heels come in, your toes go out. Sinking nice and low, engaging your core like you're trying to be between 2 sheets of glass in your upper body. Inhale as you stand all the way up to star pose. Exhale as you lower down. 2 more like that. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you lower. Last one, inhale as you rise. Exhale as you lower down and hold here. Staying here, maybe your left heel comes off the ground. Maybe your right heel. Sinking a little bit lower for 3. Coming that forward fold in 2. And 1. Send those legs long. Come to your forward fold. Taking a couple breaths here in this forward fold. If you're eventually wanting to get to a headstand from this forward fold, maybe walk your feet a little bit out further. Think about what it would feel like to walk your hands a bit further back and get your body weight more over your head. If you want a little bit deeper stretch in your hamstrings, maybe walk your feet a little bit further in. Let that be more of an intense back of the leg stretch here. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale with the side and let it go. 1 more breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale as you let it go. Well, inhale to come up through a halfway lift. Exhale as you bend back into your knees. Stand all the way up to that star pose. Let it guide you back into that warrior 2, your best one yet on this side. Inhale, flip that front palm, reverse this warrior. Exhale as you cartwheel that hand all the way down, flowing through your chaturanga back to your down dog. Inhale through upward facing dog. Exhale back to your down dog. 1 more side here, stay with it. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale your left foot steps all the way through. Inhale as you spin that right heel down and open up to your warrior 2. Staying low in this left leg. Your left knee is tracking over your left foot. Your hips squared off towards the side of your mat. Sinking lower in that left leg if you can. Gazing over your left fingertips. Sink a little bit lower here. Inhale, flip that left palm, reverse this warrior. Exhale to your side angle. 2 more times with your breath. Inhale as you reverse. Exhale to your side angle. Last one like this. Inhale as you reverse. Exhale to your side angle and hold here. Maybe finding that bind by bringing your left hand down and around your left leg. Bring your right hand to meet it. If you have this bind, just working to keep that right shoulder open. And eventually you can come to a birds of paradise from this. You got to get really comfortable here first. Start to open back up to that side angle. And straighten into this left leg, finding your triangle pose here, your Trikonasana. Opening your right arm towards the ceiling. We'll bend back into that left knee, coming all the way up to the star pose towards this side. Inhale here. Exhale as you find this goddess squat. Bring your hands to that same back bend shape that we did. Inhale back through star. Exhale as you fold forward, taking that forward, wide leg forward fold. Your last one on this side here. Taking whatever else you need from this. A little bit less time on this side. But if you'd like, you can always come back to this. For the sake of time, we'll come to an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you bend back into your knees, coming all the way to that star pose. Inhaling here. Exhale to your warrior 2, your last one here. Inhale, flip that front palm, reverse this warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down. Going through your last chaturanga here. And from here, we'll make our way back to down dog. From down dog, we'll inhale as you shift forward. Exhale as you hop or step your feet to your hands, find forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hips all the way to your heels. Inhale as you use your core to come all the way down to the mat. Taking this as slow as you can, we'll bring your hips to the ground. Catch yourself in a boat pose. Exhale, lower all the way down. Letting this go here, feeling the ground support you. Bring both knees into your chest. Rocking side to side. Inhale your right knee in tight. Exhale as you send your left leg long. Inhale as you squeeze this right knee in even tighter towards your right side. Exhale as your right knee comes across. Finding your supine twist here. Gaze follows your right fingertips towards that right wall. Inhale as you come back through center. Exhale as you switch out those knees. Inhale your left knee in tight. Exhale your left knee over towards the right, taking that supine twist. Your gaze follows your left hand. Inhale your knees back through center. Exhale as you take your happy baby pose here. It's a really intense hip opener, so maybe you grab for the backs of your knees, trying to keep your hips on the ground, or if it's accessible, maybe you grab for your big toes here, or for the outside of your feet. Again, not trying to let your hips roll off the ground, but keeping them on the ground here. Maybe if your hips are on the ground, you can send one leg long, and then the other. We'll inhale to bring your knees back to center. Taking whatever other pose you need here, maybe a legs up the wall, just in the air, maybe supported by a wall. Maybe find a candlestick or a plow pose, or a supine butterfly pose here. Or if you're ready, we'll come all the way down to that Shavasana, your corpse pose. Corpse pose is just as important as the rest of the practice. Letting your mind settle into the stillness. I'll guide you out of this when we're done. Let yourself fully be present here. Shavasana.